Welcome back to another episode of Road to 3 Hour Plank. This is episode 10, and it's been a hell of a week. It flew by. We're already Friday, and I have not pulled out my camera to film not one time because I've just been too locked in. I did 14.5K Monday, 14.5K Tuesday, 21.1K Wednesday, 17.6K Thursday, and this morning, Friday, I did 8K. And for planking, I did 40 minutes Monday, 30 minutes Tuesday, rest on Wednesday, but I hit legs. And then Thursday I did 35 minutes. And today, Friday, we're about to find out. I'm about to go in the gym and try to do a half-hour plank. At least, maybe at most, but I'm pretty exhausted. Got a long run tomorrow, 30K, with some marathon pace included. So as tired as I am, I'm just gonna get it done as soon as possible, and then spend the rest of the night recovering and just getting my body ready for that run tomorrow. Let's go. That's right. Put some respect on my name. 30-minute plank, 30 push-ups right after, no rest. And let's not talk about that lady dives in front of the camera at the 29th rep. Like, she just had to do that. I'm not the type of guy to complain about with camera and filming in the gym, stuff like that. But come on, really? I'm doing it as if she didn't know I just hit 30 minutes on a plank and then was doing 30 push-ups, running 30K tomorrow. She's just dives in front of. Anyways, I was a little ticked off about that, but I was so exhausted out. I didn't care that much, you know. But I will say I was gonna go a lot more than 30 push-ups, but as soon as she jumped in front, I could see her, she was blocking everything, so I just stopped. But it's gonna make it more dope because, like I said, 30-minute plank, 30 push-ups, 30K run. It's gonna work out perfectly. And those push-ups were not planned. I was on the 30th minute, and there was guys, 2-3 guys all around, and they were just looking at me plank from 25 and up. And you know what I told myself? I'm like, you know what? It's my turn to show you what a human can do. No, I'm joking. That's something Goggins says in one of his videos. He also says, we're going to take their souls. And that's literally what I thought. I'm like, dude, I'm going to take these guys' souls right now. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's a concept that Goggins came up with where it's like, you're going to take their soul, you're going to shock them. Their soul is going to leave their body. They're going to be in disbelief, you know? So, yeah, after that 30-minute plank, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take their souls one by one, start cranking out push-ups, push-ups, push-ups. And the second I got up, they all dapped me up. It was awesome. It was a good feeling. And I started planking at the gym again, specifically for that reason. Not because, well, I hate to say I perform better when other people are watching, but it's kind of facts. I feel like it's like that for anyone, or at least for myself. When there are people watching, whether you think they're watching you or not, if there's just people around, it gets me in that next level, and I can just keep going, and I don't want to fail in front of them, especially if I told someone at the gym oh, I'm going for 30 today, and then they see me at 10 minutes and I give up. But upstairs in my room, it's easy to give up when no one's watching. Of course, sometimes I'm recording, but no one has to know. I can just delete that video. But yeah, I don't want to go on too much of a rant here. I'm carbing up for tomorrow. Got some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And timer just went off for the pizza. We're going to take that out. And we're going to muck. Look how good that looks. I know I went on a big explanation last video of eating super clean and avoiding any kind of junk food whatsoever, but I was watching a Jake Dearden video, elite athlete, and he was carb loading with pizza before his long run, so
I was like, well, if he's doing it and he's elite, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, baby. So that's what I'm gonna do. Eat, chill, get some rest. And the plan for tomorrow, like I said, 30K, I'm planning on like 4:30 per kilometer to 4:45 per kilometer for the first maybe 20K of the run. Do a warm-up mile and then jump into that pace. It'll all depend on heart rate. Like I want to keep it between 130 and 155 ish, and then I'm going to jump into some marathon pace and try to do 2 to 5 miles depending on how I feel. And hopefully I'll be able to do it outside. That's the plan, but I know it's calling for tons of rain. I'll still run in the rain, but yeah, that's about it. 19-mile run complete, just over 30K. Pretty much hit all the paces I was supposed to hit, so super happy with that one. Like I said, 19 miles complete, 30K, and now I'm off to the gym. Flavor of the day, pink slush, Alani. And man, when Saturday rolls around, that afternoon lift, I look forward to it so much, because like I said, like I don't hit the weights a lot anymore, and it's something to look forward to. And that run, it was really challenging. A lot of wind in my face. I was doing out and backs, and on the way out, there's so much wind in my face. And those 5 miles at marathon pace, like they were tough. You're a mile in and you're like, oh my God, like how am I gonna do 5 miles of this? But I just tell myself, when that pain comes, this is where I get better. I know it's uncomfortable. I know it sucks to run in that high heart rate zone, but the more you can do it, the more ready you will be for your race. And today, within that 30K run, I PR'd my half marathon. I've never trained for a half marathon. I've only ran half marathons in training, but I ran a 21K segment in 1:32, so pretty solid. I think like PR'd my 1K, my 1 mile, my 10 mile. Like, yeah, it was a really good run, but it didn't come easy. The effort was there, and we definitely got better. And yeah, now all that's left for the day is to go get a pump. So let's do it. Just like that, we're done with the lift. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. Did not feel like leaving. I kept going back, throwing in random sets of curls, and just reminiscing on the run, getting a pump. What's not to enjoy? Nothing. Am I right? Of course I am. And what a W week. I ran that many kilometers, still got tomorrow, but I do not feel like filming myself or talking. I don't even want to touch the camera tomorrow. I just want a day with my thoughts without the camera. So yeah, but as you saw, I ran that many kilometers, probably my most ever, and it was tough as hell. There's many mornings I woke up and I was like, man, I started negotiating, you know? You're like, you just want to go back to bed. You tell yourself this story that you need more rest and it's beneficial to sleep, get that extra hour, you know, it's all nonsense. You got to choose discipline. That's what I did every single day of the week. And I just want to finish this video and leave you with one message, which is, what should it be? Because these vlogs, it's all off the top of my dome now. One take, I never mess up what I'm gonna say. So I just want to leave you with one single message, and that is to keep showing up. Doubt is gonna try to creep into your mind, and that's normal. But when you feel yourself doubting yourself, you just gotta look at that doubt, smack it around a bit, you know? Because at the end of the day, as long as you keep showing up, keep putting in the work, you are guaranteed to get better. And eventually that doubt will turn into confidence. Bars. Again, I'll see you next video.